This is the workflow applied to each version of an asset capability statement, referred to as an ACS. A version of an ACS is defined as when it has been published. Each of these boxes represents an ACS state. The asset owner can edit the latest ACS when in any state. As the state changes, notifications can be sent to inform the relevant parties. Notification settings are customizable, and this is covered in the notifications tutorial. Let's take a look at each stage of the workflow in detail. To explain this, we'll look at the creation of an asset or station and the steps taken by the asset owner and the system operator as the ACS progresses through the workflow. When a new ACS is created for a generating station or an existing ACS is modified, the ACS will enter the draft state. While in the draft state, the ACS is only visible to the asset owner until it has moved to a published state. Publishing of an ACS can only be done by an admin user. Asset owners should have their own processes to determine when an ACS is ready to be published. Once published, the ACS is visible to the system operator and its assessment can be started. Once the assessment is completed, there are two possible outcome states: accepted or information needed. In some cases, the system operator may require more information such as single-line diagrams and mathematical models. Details of the required information will be entered in a comment against the appropriate fields to help guide the asset owner in what the system operator needs. When the ACS transitions from assessing to accepted, the asset owner is notified by email. The system operator will now use the information provided to update their systems or tools. Now that you've learned about the workflow from ACS creation to acceptance, let's talk about the situations when the asset owner would like to edit the ACS after it has been published. If an ACS is edited while in a published state, it stops the system operator from starting any assessment until it has been published again. If the asset owner edits an ACS after the assessment has begun, the assessment will be stopped and a new draft will be created. The new draft will contain any comments already saved by the system operator during their partial assessment. Each time the asset owner edits and publishes an ACS, it will progress through the workflow. For example, as assets or a station move through the stages of planning, pre-commissioning, final, and decommissioned.